guys, how are you doing?
We are doing fine.
Pretty okay, yeah.
Very good, thank you.
So, Ratbreed, would you mind to introduce yourself and give us some biographical hints?
I'm Mikko, I play the guitar.
I'm Jasmin, I'm the lead vocalist.
I'm also Mikko and I play the drums.
When the band started in 2015, but then some changes happened, and what can you tell how the band started and stuff like that?
It was 2012 and we were jamming together. We had known each other for many years, like from 2000 or something. And we used to have this kind of gothic dark wave band called Soulstream years ago, and I guess their previous band split up, and we started jamming this kind of traditional metal songs. That was the early vision, that like Megadeth, Metallica, Judas Priest, that kind of stuff. And then we had like good songs, and we started to think that maybe we should, get a real singer here and start to develop this sound. And there were a couple of guys who tried it, but it didn't work out so well. But then we found Jasmin.
Yeah, I joined, was it 2016?
It was 2015,
Okay.
end of 2015. And then, well, not soon after that we got a second guitarist, Markus, who's not in the band anymore. And back then I think we had most of the first album songs ready, and then we came up with some more and recorded the first album, Evoke the Blaze, and have been playing some gigs and stuff after that, and still working on our second album.
Why did you choose the name Ratbreed?
Who's responsible of that?
Yeah, who recalls?
I'm to blame, I guess. I'm the one. Well, it's really hard to find good heavy metal band name. Like all the good ones are taken, and so basically I had to choose something like that's quite catchy and you remember it, and it sort of is a bit different from the usual band names. So I thought like well, I was thinking like dishonest people, who cheat and steal from their friends and shots, and they are kind of like rats, and then like rat breed, that kind of people. But it doesn't refer to us.
Yeah, because we don't cheat.
We are nice people.
Authentic metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned your debut album, Evoke the Blaze. It was 2018. What can you tell about that album as music and lyrics?
Yeah, musically, I think when we started this band I had 3 songs from the album ready already, and the first song, Escape from the Asylum, and Mad World, and Blaze from Below. Those were the first 3 songs that were ready, and then the rest of the songs came out quite quickly after we got the full lineup. And yeah, lyric wise, what can I say, it's mostly like handling your inner demons or something like that. But I think the newer lyrics are more broadly like about madness that is surrounding us, or not just in your own head, but
The first album, he wrote most of the songs. Markus wrote a couple of them, but since Markus isn't no longer around, I have been writing some songs now. And I also wrote lyrics, but those ones are about war. But I guess our lyrics are like a bit dark subjects, like war and depression and demons and such like that.
yeah, so light subjects.
Yeah. Well, I think my song will be lighter. Like I finally started to participate on the lyric writing more, and I don't know what is Hellhound about really, but it's gonna be cool. What do you think? Is it like? What is the theme?
Is it like a Western theme or?
Well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but for us, or at least for me, when I write the songs, the lyrics are always the most difficult part and the most important part in music in general is always the music itself. So I don't pay that much attention to lyrics anyway as a listener also, but
I don't think that I would like to write happy lyrics. That wouldn't work.
you think it doesn't?
Doesn't suit the music.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. How does it work in your band when you are writing music? Who is the first one that come out with I have this idea to do this song?
This far we have mostly done songs that one person, mostly me on the first album, came or did the whole song ready first and then introduced it to the band, and of course the shape changed a bit after we had played it with the whole band, but now we have begun to more like jam on the rehearsal place and
Like a team group now more.
yeah, maybe you could say so.
I usually pick up like ideas, and I have ideas on my own, and then I start to like develop them and come up like new riffs, and the hardest part is to make a song that is like, I don't want to just put riffs after riffs. It has to have some kind of reasonable structure, and now we have been writing together, like I give him some riffs, he makes something, then it comes back and I do something, and this is the new way of writing music.
Yeah, and the new album is coming slowly and steadily.
So you released 2 singles, but as you said, you are releasing soon a new album, soonish or at some point. How is going to be the next album? What are the main differences if you think about your songs that you are working on compared to the previous album?
I don't know, I'm bad at analyzing stuff, but it still sounds, I think we have our own Ratbreed sound. Of course, Jasmin's voice is unique and suits us well, and
Well, I actually started to think that what is different from the times around the first album is that now we have this new Finnish heavy metal alliance with us, and we are more active with the gigs. And I think the circumstances are better to be active and to make things happen bigger. So I think it's affecting the possibilities we have, but is it just me? I don't know, but I feel like there's a good energy, more motivation, and it's even something more than that. It's a huge power we have in the alliance. Yeah. What do you think?
I think alliance is good, yes.
Yeah, all for the alliance.
And let's talk about the new wave of Finnish heavy metal alliance. So tell us more about this project.
Yeah, I think it was Lassi, the vocalist of Never Fade, who are playing here tonight also. He approached us and asked to join this kind of alliance, and well, it's good that it makes easier to book gigs for bands that are in the same genre. And
Yeah, and in total it's really nice to get to know the other bands who do the same thing, and the main thing is to get the Finnish traditional heavy metal up, and like I don't know, synergia. What is it? Synergy. Yeah. Just doubting about my pronunciation. Yeah. So I think it's about that mainly.
I still think that the alliance is good.
Yeah, it rocks.
So talking about live music, how is to be on the stage? What happens in your head when you are, or in your body when you are on the stage? Do you realize what you are doing, or is just a rush, something undescribable?
yeah, of course you realize that you're on stage, but I think you kind of go to some different state of mind. And maybe I have noticed that you reach the peak of that different state when the set is almost over, and then you kind of wish for it to continue, but then it's over before you even notice it.
Yeah, well, I kind of feel like if I'm just thinking first about singing, like it's easier for me, I tend to say, than talking and speaking, and I'm a bit of shy kind of person maybe, but I still enjoy to be at the spotlight during the gigs, so I really enjoy performing, and it's really special.
Well, 5 minutes before the gig, I feel like anxiety or something. Then when it starts, I'm still a bit nervous. Then when the first song is done, I'm like, okay, I can handle this now. So that's the normally how it goes. And then you sort of start to enjoy it, like in the middle or something, and then the time's up.
It goes too fast.
Yeah, it always does.
Yeah. So far, what was the best gig, or the one that was most memorable, and why?
Maybe when we were supporting Valtteri at Kulttuuritalo when we played in the
Corridor.
bar corridor. Yeah.
That's my
At least that's one memorable and
yeah, it was like I had a huge urge. We need to make this happen, and even even when we started the sound check, like you recall that there were people saying, "No, that's not gonna work. Like it's there's too much echo." But I had a plan. I had lended these molten fabrics. I don't know, curtains like this from a theater, like this really like acoustic, good quality, thick curtains, and then we got it stuck in there. I can't remember. We had Jesus tape probably. With some tape. Well, you're gonna explain.
And when the hallway was full of people, then the echo dies anyway, so because of fat cells, but enough. And for me, the best gig was the Estonian gig, because I guess I got into the zone and just played like, you know, I didn't make probably not a one mistake, and I think the energy of the audience was also a factor in that.
yeah, Tallinn was good and Kauhajoki was excellent. A couple of weeks ago or month ago or something.
Nice. Let's talk about music in general, or in a way about your influences. And I don't want to ask about the music influences in the band, but the music influences for you as musicians. So, what inspired you to do what you do, and what artist put you to play in a way?
Then you have to go back to your teenage years or even before that. Well, maybe Elvis Presley was my first rock artist. I remember my friend's dad had these new things called CDs in the late 80s, so we discovered Elvis Presley from there and other 50s stuff, and first hard rock or heavy metal band was AC/DC, Razor's Edge, when it came out, and after that of course Metallica and Guns N' Roses, Nirvana even, but I didn't go that deeper into the grunge than Nirvana. And after that, some more underground metal. There started to be these Finnish bands like Amorphis and Sentence that were huge for me in the 90s, teenage years.
Yeah, I don't know if it's easiest, if this is gonna be odd, but I can show my tattoos, because I have some. Is it showing? Because of course I have Iron Maiden and some Black Sabbath, Dio stuff. But this is the first tattoo, and this is probably the most remarkable, Hanoi Rocks, and yeah, it's a big story, a really big story about the influence of the band. Like, it was the reason why I moved from Oulu, and like I said to my family that I'm gonna do Hanoi Rocks, and my sister was asking like, oh yeah, you're gonna start using drugs or something, and I still kind of think the same. Of course, now I'm working, I'm in the process, I have a band, and we have the Up Metal Alliance. Let's see what happens. But it's about the attitude, and like they made like a huge thing back then, and of course I like the music.
I guess I was like 8 years old when I heard Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction, and that album really hit. And I listened to drums like a lot. Like, how is it possible to play like that? And after that, I found more metal music like Anthrax and Metallica and stuff like that. And I listened to Charlie Benante's drumming. I was mesmerized by that, and also Metallica's Justice for All. The drums were like really great, how they suited the songs, and every little detail. I got obsessed by that. And later on, like more metal, more extreme metal stuff. But I guess Guns N' Roses was the main motivator or something. Syyllinen. Okay.
Yeah. But now you are playing here in Pori. But what's next on your calendar? Do you have other gigs coming? And what's on plan for the future?
I don't know what are the julkaistut. Helsinki and Oulu.
Yeah, Helsinki and Oulu. So Helsinki is on the 19th of July in Park Playhouse, and Oulu is the 13th of August.
30. Last day of August.
On second last.
Oh, sorry, second last. And the other gig was in Helsinki.
Yeah, and we.
And we will write new material. Try to get the songs together so we can go to the studio at some point.
Yeah, then we have some cool plans. Of course, it's not only for our band, but for the Alliance, we have this plan to like co-work with the new wave of Swedish heavy metal scene, for example. And we have a gig booked. It's not for our band, but for the others for next year. But let's see. We have some koukkuja vesillä. How to say? We are fishing. We have hooks in the water, and we already have some movement on the onki. This is going really well.
I love and people love hearing Finnish and Finnish accent, so it's a win anyway.
It's called Rally English, Finnish accent. I'm the ambassador of Rally English.
But we are at the end of this interview. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure. Would you like to say something to your fans and people that are watching this interview?
Yeah, stay tuned for the gigs and our second album that is coming someday.
Stay metal.
Come to our shows, and the new album will come, I promise.
Thank you.